My name is Kay. I run a brand called nvzbl. nvzbl right now is a clothing brand. We sell miscellaneous things, clothing, apparel, accessories. In high school, you think you know yourself, and then you get out of high school, and then everybody goes to college, and you're like, you go through this period of like trying to find out who you really are, even though you thought you knew yourself in high school. And I wanted something I could really call my own. Anime Expo 2017, just looking at a lot of artists in the artist alley, like really inspired me to like do something. And I saw a lot of these like clothes and stickers, and I just thought like, I could do something like this. I could probably do it better. Kind of pretentious thing to say, but that's how I started into it, and that's where I started. It was gonna be anime inspired apparel and accessories. I started out doing stickers, started moving away from stickers, getting into clothes, and I realized this is really what I like to do, designing clothes from scratch. So yeah. So this is one of the products I have. It's actually one of the more popular pieces. This one's inspired by Cyberpunk 2077. As you can see in the back, it says cyber psychosis. Yeah, this is a patch on the back. It's double stitched, and I wanted it to fray over time. Like the more you wear it, so it starts off like unfrayed, and over time it'll start to fray. I also had a cross stitch here because you have a big patch in the back, it'll like separate from the back, and if your back sweats or if you're washing it, it'll kind of like crimple, look goofy. You know what I mean? I didn't want that, so I made them, my manufacturer's cross stitch here. And this one is 250 GSM, heavyweight French terry cotton, but it doesn't feel like it because I make them do a wash, very specific ingredients I use to really bring out like the texture of the fabric. But yeah, this one's really popular, and they come pre-washed, they don't shrink. All my clothes are always going to be like that. The process of making, or my process of making the shirts, or any pieces of clothing really, a lot of it is I make a tech pack, and I want it made a specific way, even like a wash with the specific ingredients to really bring out the texture of the clothes. A sample, once I get the sample, which is like maybe 3 weeks, I test the product, stress test it, put it in the wash to see if they really, pre-shrunk it for me, do all that, and once that passes the test, the QC test, then I make a bulk amount. Usually I hit the MOQ, like maybe 100, 200 pieces, maybe more, maybe less. Once that sells out, I don't really bring it back unless people really ask for it. Those pieces I just showed, they were pretty popular, so I brought them back twice. But I don't plan on bringing them back after that. But I feel like a lot of people, the shirts I feel like are a good price, $35. I could definitely price them for a lot higher, and I feel like some people, they just use the highest quality fabric. They commission like the best artists to put in a shirt, but I feel like there's a lot more than that. Really testing the product, really bringing out what the fabric can pull out. I feel like that's kind of like what's missing in today's products. I do take a lot of time with the products. I think maybe 3 months before I can really release something. That's why it's like super inconsistent drops with my stuff. I really care about the product. Yeah, for sure. Alright, so this is one of our products. Again, heavily inspired anime, if you know who she is. She's from Nico from One Piece. Nico is very aesthetically pleasing, and I figured, how can we make something that's anime, Nico, look goth, close enough at least, maybe. Again, still use the same fabrics I started to use like a standard for all the shirts. It's just gonna be the 250 GSM, the French terry with the special blend for the wash. Feels very soft. You know what I'm saying? And this is the other version. The other version of the Nico Robin tee. This one's more subtle. This is one of her attacks called Chin Fleur or 100 Floret. This one's more subtle. Again, I wanted something where people can wear outside and not feel like it's a little too corny. There's Nico Robin again as a patch. Still got the same wash, same fabric. Yeah. Just because I don't really have an exact style I can like say right off the top of my head. I know a lot of it's inspired from like anime, street culture, LA, otaku culture, industrial equipment, you know, things, games, things of that, anything really, whatever I'm interested in. I kind of just implement something where I think, hey, I want to make this, I want to make X, Y, Z, and I just put that out there really. So it's really hard for me to put a name for my style. I guess it would just be like the invisible style, I guess. But even then, it's not like you can look at like a shirt and know that's Nike or something, right? I can't really say that about my stuff per se. I'm hoping that as of right now, when people think invisible, they just think like miscellaneous stuff. Like, oh, invisible did this. Oh, they also did this crazy. You know what I mean? One thing that's hard for me to do that they can do way better than I can do is that they can really stick to one niche and do that one kind of like product, clothes, style. I really can't do that. I'm just kind of like a jack of all trades. So like, again, like the shirts to the plushies, I've done floor mats, you know what I mean? I've done like accessories, I've done like carabiners. I feel like having the variety has helped me grow to see like, I think soon, eventually I'll have like one conglomerate style where I can really call that, that's my style, that's K style, that's the invisible style. So one of my favorite products, like to this day still, is this one right here. So this one's actually a mini plush, a keychain plush of my character. Custom character, her name is Uta, and what she is this product is a keychain plushie, but it also has a zipper in the back of her head, so you can put an air tag behind it or inside her head. So you can, you know, if you put her on a bag, you put her on your keychain. If you lose it, you can find her. So the product's called Accomplice. She's your accomplice. Everywhere you go, she goes, and you can find her. The reason why she's my favorite is because she's heavily inspired by Jet Set Radio Future. And I recently played a game called Bomber Cyberpunk. Right now I'm trying to actually mod her into the game and make it as a playable character with her own sprays, her own voice lines, and so on and so forth. She's actually also the new mascot for Invisible, and she's also she's a lot of roles, but she basically is also a fictional radio host for a fictional radio station called Morning 11 Radio. So kind of like, you know, GTA 5, you know, like non-stop pop. There was a lady talking in the back and you play the music and then she would crack some jokes. That's what she would do essentially, but there's like a visual representation of her. You know, maybe she's dancing, she has her own voice, and she also will update people on like upcoming drops. I mean, the way the plushie came about, you know, I know it's a lot different from the other products. Really, again, a lot of stuff I make is just stuff I like. You know, if I bring a product like a plushie, how do I make it more useful than just, you know, plushie, you fucking leave them in your room or something, right? You put it in your car and people forget about it. You know, how can I make a plushie useful because it's a plushie? You know, that's why I decided to put an air tag behind it. That's what I needed for myself. Like, I want to be able to have an air tag on my stuff, and so if I lose it, I can find it. So that's how it came out of plushie. For the shirts, like One Piece, I like One Piece. You know, for the Cyberpunk, I like Cyberpunk. You know what I mean? It really is, a lot of my products really is just stuff I like, and I'm putting them out there, you know, hoping somebody would like it too. That's why when I see someone else like with my stuff out in the wild, it's just like, whoa, you know, so that makes me really happy. Like, this guy likes my stuff. There used to be a slap tag artist I really like called Zip Gun. You've probably seen the stickers around LA. Every time I saw a Zip Gun sticker, I wanted to buy a Zip Gun sticker. and just gonna like stop for a time, stop selling stickers for like 3 years or something. To this day, I don't use those stickers anymore because there's so much value in them. That's what I want Invisible to be, like the products I make. Like once I sell out, I don't really bring them back. So I really want people to see like, oh dude, this is a piece that was like a very limited amount. Like only 100, maybe in the future 1,000 XYZ pieces are made. That's what I want people to remember. Like, oh, this is a piece that, this is really unique. I ain't seen anybody else do this. XYZ. Also, even if it doesn't go up in value, whoever bought it, I just want them to look at it and be like, I want this for a long time. Like that same feeling, that sentimental feeling where I can't put this anywhere because once you put it out somewhere, that's it. You know what I mean? But that's definitely the goal for Invisible.